Hello again, Struck. Welcome back to another day of streaming with me, Struck. Today, today I'm testing Mortal Sin. I was given a free key. Gotta get the disclaimer out of the way. I was given a free key for this game. I wasn't paid to play the game. I was just given a free copy of the game. So it's not. What was the right term? I think this is considered a supported stream. When you're given a copy of the game for free, it's supported. If you're paid, then there was another term, I forgot that one. But in any case, yeah, I was given a free copy to play the game, to try it ahead of its launch. And hopefully I like it. I really hope I like it. But visually, the game looks different than anything else out there. Mechanically, systematically, we'll see. It's a first-person roguelike. What should I call it? It's not shooter because you're not shooting, you're swashing and smashing. Yeah, aesthetically, look at that. Just look at that. It looks completely different than anything else I've seen. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a single dev project. Maybe I'm wrong here, but yeah, the developer himself contacted me, sent me a key. And what is that? Path of Absolution. So you've got A1 to 5, and then another 5 with B and another 5 with C. Then there's Cave, another 15 in Cave and another 15 in Forest. Does that mean there's a total of 45 stages and then there is the end with Maw of Sin? Or does that mean that every stage leads to the Maw of Sin after you complete 15 stages? I guess I'll find out. So, how do I know which path leads where? Let's go this way. I think that's the first path. Or is it? Is there no tutorial? C. I've got button C, I've got button F. There's button V. I think they need to add something at the very beginning of the game where they actually tell you what you're supposed to do, where you're supposed to go. Like go there, follow this arrow on the screen or something like that. Okay, I'm just gonna follow the blue stuff. I guess that's what the tutorial is, the blue stuff. But it took me a while to find the tutorial, so maybe make it easier to find. It says left mouse button, but it's highlighting the middle mouse button in white, not the left mouse button in white. Hold and release for a power strike. Right mouse button to walk. Space to kick. Bash left shift. Okay. Dismemberment wins. Time your next attack the moment your current attack hits. Can't combo with the same attack twice in a row. Try to combo kick, swing for a power strike. What was the kick? Space, swing. Okay, let's keep going. Open. Okay, I'm liking the gory goodness in this game. And that gory goodness seems pretty fun. Just a moment. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. What's in this room? Sort of brutality. 2% creature. Hey, is there an inventory? IOP B C. Oh wait, what? Oh shit! I drank my potion. I probably shouldn't have done it. Well, at least I... Oh, and healing is with C. I guess I drank both potions when I shouldn't have. Huh? What the... Okay. It says that there's something there. Okay, I'll try to go there. Just first wanna see this. I like how it's telling me where to go. I like this. We got to heal. Oh. Gauntlets of brutality. That's my stats. Oh, and this one's ranged as well. I'll die very soon. Axe of power. More damage, less speed. Ooh. Good of vitality. Okay. Liking the wood so far. Just a moment, I forgot to turn up my PC fans. Let's turn them to 40% maybe. There we go. Oh! Okay, let's see what's this way. I really need healing. Okay, I've got the same helmet. Where is the healing? Okay, stage 2 done. Cleaver unlocked. Very fast weapon with limited range. This looks like trouble. Haste. Mental fortitude. Crit chance multiplier. Yes, this is one of those rooms where you pick stuff. Okay, I needed to heal, so we did. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh. And now we die. Okay, let's see stats. What does this mean, this yellow thing and those blue things there? I wonder. So I reached here. Well, bit by bit I'll get better and we'll get further. Let's do a new game. Yeah. So there doesn't seem to be any permanent progression, which is a big miss. Normally in those games, based on how far you got, you get some points and then you use those points for permanent upgrades. This is what for me makes a good roguelike game. The ability to get stronger after every run. So that yeah, even if you can't go far at first, eventually later you get further and further and further. Because if you just leave it to the randomness of gears you find, it's just not gonna be enough. This game needs a system. Maybe it has one system and I just haven't seen it, but it needs a system where you get rewarded certain points or certain currency based on how far you've managed to get, and then to use that to upgrade things. Even if it's minor things such as getting a starting weapon on the next run and stuff like that. But if you look things like Into the Pit was a very decent example of game in the genre that was done pretty nicely. How do I shoot with that? Oh, F. Aha, so it's a spell weapon that disappears after X uses. Okay. By the way, I've been preparing some games for upcoming games videos, and most likely tomorrow, although tomorrow is the launch date of Broken Ranks and I want to play that, but if I do wake up early tomorrow and think I've got enough time to do it, I will make a video for upcoming games in February, and I'm gonna make a few. The one first video I would make would be for top tier AAA games. I'm wondering just what sounds better. Should I name it AAA? Upcoming AAA games in February, or should it be top tier, or should it be high profile? Maybe I should name it high profile. I guess that sounds better between the three options. I'm not sure if I want to write AAA or or top tier. High profile seems sounds it has a better ring to it. Which way do I need to go? But yeah, I've got a few games in that list. Let me check how many. In that list I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games that are coming out in February, and one that's coming on the 1st of March. Games like LX2, Total War Warhammer 3, Elden Ring, Dying Light, the new Serious Sam, King of Fighters, Grid Legends. Those titles I think qualify as high profile games that have been expected by many. I want to put a video about those tomorrow, but I will stream Broken Ranks tomorrow as well, because I mean Broken Ranks right now you can register on their website brokenranks.com, and it's gonna be free to play tomorrow, and you can pre-download the game right now. I've already downloaded and installed some time ago. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to testing the game, because it has some interesting turn-based combat, and there will be PvP as well. And for the PvP, to prevent griefing, they have made it so that there is a timer. Although the timer seems pretty short, 10 seconds seems a little bit too short. I wish it was like 30 seconds timer as a limit to do your move before the other player is on turn. Okay. War of Axes. I read something about a hammer. I wonder if they've already added it, but I read something about new updates, including hammer. Okay. Getting those crit chances. Let's see. Crit chance 15% now. Okay. This is leading me this way. Okay, this is the next stage. Crafting anvil unlocked. You can craft. Okay, this is the permanent progression I was talking about. Unlocking the anvil. So once you reach certain checkpoints in the game, apparently, you unlock certain features for your starting area. It seemed bare at first, but yeah. Now we know that there are such implemented features. You just need to unlock them. Damn, there were so many here. I don't know what this zone was, but it was ridiculously difficult. Let's try again. This was such a difficult stage. Like enemies everywhere, you can barely see what's going on. And there's a bunch of traps from the walls shooting at you. Spawn killing. Can I go back to the starting area to see the crafting? How do I go new game? Let's die and start a new game. I wanna see the crafting. Okay, let's die. Now I want to see the crafting. Craft 3 powerful items, you can only choose one. This costs a lot. Where do I see? Oh, I've got 693. Yeah, that costs a lot. 2000. That's gonna be super grindy. I think they should reduce the price of this crafting. In fact, once you unlock it, you should always get a choice of starting weapons randomly, without needing to pay. And then paying should be to reroll the choices. So you should have an option of 3 starting things every time, and then if you don't like those 3 starting things, you should be able to pay 200, not 2000, to reroll them, and to be only able to do it once, the rerolling, until the next try. And I know people would probably abuse it and try to die right away so they can get better weapons, but there should probably be a limit of what weapons you can get in terms of tiers and stuff. But 2000 seems like such a massive price. I mean, I've only got 700 right now. Gottes says Jostrek, yo Gottes, how's it going? Soulful Cleaver. Every second attack is a power strike. Okay, heal me. What is here? Let's see. Cool. Shattering Axe. Power strikes deal spread damage to all limbs. No gold even. Here we go. Let's see. Just double checking something. Yeah. This way. Okay, more damage. Cool. Ah, fuck. Oh! Those ranged enemies are kind of overpowered. Oh! When did he get there? Ah! Thankfully I heard him from the headset and turned around before it hit me. Something continuously summoning them. Ah, when did this guy show up? Cool. No torchlight? No, no torchlight ever. Not just today, ever. I mean, I'm not gonna waste my time on a game that's this grindy and doesn't respect my time. Torchlight 3, it's okay until level 60. After level 60 it turns into a grindy, cash grabby game. That's what it is. It's got bad experience rates, even with 50% extra experience from my packed spirits. And keep in mind that at the final mark you would need to do 23 stages to finish, to be able to unlock a watcher, and you will need to do that 4 times to be able to summon the final boss. That means you need to kill 92. You will need to do 92 maps just so you can attack the final boss on the final mark. I mean, they're doing so many things wrong. I mean, it's not a Torchlight game in the first place. They shouldn't have the Torchlight name attached to this game. They're just ruining the name with Torchlight Infinite. There isn't anything Torchlight about the game, to be honest. And the end game is just grindy, boring and repetitive, and it doesn't reward your time. Sure, there's good drop rates of legendaries, but you have to do 100 of runs to summon a stupid boss, and that's just not fun. And you need to... It starts off nicely, but then it becomes unreasonably difficult, and you need to have super min-maxed gear to be able to do something good in Torchlight Infinite after you reach time mark 4. Around time mark 4 is where the shit begins, where you realize how badly balanced the game is. I had fun until level 60, and after that I realized how bad it is. it can't compare to Torchlight 3. Not one bit. In terms of fun, in Torchlight 3 I could level, I've leveled up 30, not 30, more than 30 characters to maximum level in Torchlight 3. More than 30 characters is what I've leveled up. I couldn't even last until level 70 in this game. This tells you how bad it is. If I couldn't even last until level 70 before I rage quit. You got to time mark 5. Well, good. Good. I definitely don't intend to play a game that doesn't respect my time and wants me to do this much grind to level up. And that has such a terrible crafting system with so much RNG. They should condense the crafting system. The crafting system should be condensed so that you don't have to farm for tens of different resources, but actually craft. I need to farm one thing, and then use that one thing to pick what you want to craft. Because there are so many different materials for the different affixes. Each affix has its own material instead of one universal material for all the affixes. And again, the trading system is also kind of not that great. It means people can sell items for real money, because someone can pay me money and I can put a super min-maxed custom crafted item on the auction house and they can buy it right away because they would know I've put that item. It's gonna be kind of a gray market there. Even though it's an auction house and it's not direct trading, there are ways to bypass that. And again, it shouldn't have had the Torchlight name attached to it. I think the game probably wouldn't have had expectations from me if it didn't have that name on it. If it wasn't supposed to be in the Torchlight world. In fact, they mess around so much with the war. The war in Torchlight Infinite makes no sense. The way they've worded it, some of the things. Do I go for more attack and crit chance or for bone shatter? One flame. Oh, I got 2 flame elementium yesterday, but yeah, flame elementium takes forever to farm, sure. But yeah, I don't like this resource system. It should have been a simple gold system. I don't like being extorted to pay money if I want to not lose experience when I die. I should never lose experience when I die in a game. In a water game, that is. Let alone the game selling me quality of life. I mean, the moment you start selling quality of life instead of giving the quality of life for free, then you have failed as a developer, and then greed overcame your developer ideas. If greed is what drives you, sure, okay, do shit like that. I just can't respect developers who do shit like that. The way Torchlight 3, Torchlight Infinite has been messed up. Extorting players for revival tokens, extorting players for gacha. First of all, this pet system is terrible. Terrible pet gacha system that should have been redesigned in a different way. In general, it's not nice. It's not nice to extort people for storage. Storage space should never be something you charge players for in a game. It should be something they unlock as they level up. And the leveling up speed, again, how many, as I mentioned, I've leveled up over 30 times to maximum level in Torchlight 3 with different classes and different subclasses, yet in this game I couldn't even get to level 70 before it became clear to me how bad the game is and how it's not worth my time and effort. I'm not gonna make any more content because I don't want to promote Torchlight Infinite anymore than I already have. because I think people should just uninstall and not look back and support the pay-to-win cash grab game with extorting players for money for quality of life. And then don't get me started on the achievements with fear of missing out and the battle pass system that they will have. This is just it's gonna be a mobile game through and through. So far I haven't played a single mobile game that is a hack and slash Diablo style action RPG that doesn't have terrible cash shops. A single one. I will play Torchlight if they make a good Torchlight game. Torchlight Infinite is not a Torchlight game. It's just something that has the name attached to it, but it's not a Torchlight game. I'm not gonna consider Torchlight Infinite as a Torchlight game. First of all, it's not in the Torchlight universe, even though they claim they are. Sure, they have Netherim, but they've messed up war-wise so much compared to 2 and 3. It doesn't look like a Torchlight game, it doesn't play like a Torchlight game, and doesn't feel like a Torchlight game. It's just not. It's not for me. For me, that's not a Torchlight game. It's a mobile grinder with the Torchlight name attached to it. Pay to win mobile grinder with the Torchlight name attached to it. And pay for quality of life as well. If you want to play games like that, sure, I'm not gonna waste my time anymore in a game where leveling is abysmally slow, where the balance is terrible, and where I have to pay for quality of life. And where I have to start over a new character every few months as a season. There's Diablo, there's Path of Exile, and one of the major reasons I don't play those is because I have to start over, and my old characters are pretty much useless because I can't use them in the new content, in the new season. And I just don't like games with such mechanics. Why doesn't Grim Dawn have such shitty mechanics? Because the developers know what they're doing. That's why. Grim Dawn has the best endgame diversity for a game that is not pay for quality of life. And yeah, Grim Dawn has survival mode with what's the name? The Crucible. It has rifting with the Shattered Realms, which I don't really like how they're doing it, but it's better than nothing. It also has Uber bosses, hidden bosses like the Ravager and the one in the desert and the Avatar of Mod Grogan. It has a very interesting system with the Nemesis, but the downside of that system is you have to grind faction. It shouldn't have been done in such a way. But again, Grim Dawn remains the game with the best diversity of non-grindy or at least non-annoying end game, and it's buy to play. You don't have to lose your character every season and start over. Diablo Immortal will not be better, it will be worse. Believe me, Diablo Immortal will be worse, especially when it comes to the cash shop. I will not even play Diablo Immortal. I will not even bother with Diablo Immortal. I already know enough about Diablo Immortal to not need to test it. I know about the endgame and how it will be. I know about the cash shop things that you would be able to buy and pay for. And yeah, it's just it's not for me. It's for people who are willing to pay for quality of life, and I'm not one of those. But I was expecting from Blizzard to design a game in the greedy way, I did not expect from a small studio like the studio that made Torchlight Infinite to design a game based on their greed for money. And I don't know if the developers actually enjoy the game the way they've designed it, because I as a player for sure don't. They made yet another. They made Path of Exile. That's what they made. Path of Mobile. That's what Torchlight Infinite is. If you want to play Path of Mobile, play Path of Mobile. It should not have the Torchlight name attached to it. It has the same shitty RNG on top of RNG on top of RNG as Path of Exile. It's got the bad balancing of Path of Exile as well, where you really need to have a meta build to do the hardest content. And it's just not fun that way. What's the point of having hundreds of different build combinations where everyone in the end uses the same, what, 10-20 builds, just because that's the only thing that can do the hardest content. Yes, I do enjoy playing Torchlight 3 more than Torchlight Infinite, but I've done so much in Torchlight 3. I've tested all the builds, and since it's a game that's not getting updates, and a game that gets abandoned by the developers, it also gets abandoned by me for that reason. I've done my fair share of content and builds for Torchlight 3. Let's just assume Torchlight is dead as a franchise, because I doubt someone will ever make a game in the Torchlight franchise that will be actually decent, especially now that the original developers are no longer involved, none of them. It's gonna be hard to expect something good to come out of that franchise. I'm gonna hope Diablo 4 doesn't disappoint. Hopefully Diablo 4 really doesn't disappoint, because apart from Diablo 4 there aren't many games, Diablo style games, that are coming out soon that I have high hopes for, that I haven't already lost faith in the developers. Because I've lost faith in the developers of Last Epoch, because they seem to want to do a copy-paste of Path of Exile with slight changes here and there, but still a try-hard game. And I just don't play try-hard games. I don't play games where you need meta builds to do the hardest content. I play games where the weakest build could also do the hardest content. That's what I like. Where even the weakest build is strong enough to do the hardest thing the game can throw at you. This is what for me is balanced content. But again, I wasn't expecting much in the first place from Torchlight Infinite, because at first it was supposed to be just a mobile game before they even realized that they could release it on PC. So back in the day when it was first announced, 2 years ago in China Joy 2020, I was like, okay, this is not gonna end up well. And it didn't. Also, yeah, paying for respecking. This is one of the gravest sins a developer can do in a free-to-play game. To charge their players for respecking. First of all, respecking should be for free forever, all the time. I'm gonna say it over and over and over and over. I've never changed my mind on this. Diablo 3 and Warhammer Chaos Bane. That's the games with the best respect systems. You can experiment as much as you want, you can make as many mistakes as you want, you can respect after every mission if you feel like it, regardless of what your level is. I don't think I'm gonna get further than stage 4 in this game. It's too difficult. And you're not getting... In this game, what's missing is something that makes you stronger after every fight. You earn some gold, but that gold doesn't do much other than letting me get a weapon. And a weapon is not enough to make me go further. I need to be able to increase my HP. I need ranged weapons as well. Melee weapons are not enough. I need to be able to increase my defenses. I need some skills. I need some skills that I can use with number 1, 2, 3 spells. This game seems very bare bones. I think it's the start of a good game, but this game urgently needs some rebalancing of stuff. Because first of all, it's extremely difficult. I can't go past the first few stages. And see, this one shouldn't cost 2000, it should cost 200, and as I mentioned, you should always have a choice of 3, and you should only pay if you want to reroll that one choice once. And there should be more things. I don't know, it just seems silly right now, and I doubt I can move past stage 4. I'll keep trying for a few more minutes, maybe an hour more, but I'm already getting bored of this same cycle. The devs can make money from costumes, as I've mentioned. Games can make money from costumes. Fortnite is fucking selling only costumes. Dota, League of Legends, they're selling fucking costumes. What else is there that sells costumes only? Paladins, Overwatch, they make money out of costumes. And those games bring in a ton of money just from costumes. A ton. It's not an excuse. We need to make money. That's why we put pay to win and extort players for quality of life. It's just not an excuse. When companies earn millions every month or at least thousands every month from costumes with high pro. If your game is good enough, people will play it and people will pay good money for costumes in it. If your game is not good enough, then you probably have some whales that would pay to play it because it makes them feel better to get that extra time saved and to get an advantage over others by being able to not lose XP when they die and to get more stashed up so they can trade more and to expand their auction house slots so they can keep selling more and earn more. And but again, this is just it's not gonna work for me. I'm not compatible with games like Torchlight Infinite, and I never will be. I gave it a try. I had a good run for 5 days until I actually stopped getting distracted by experimenting with builds and started trying to push the end game and realized how boring and badly designed the end game is, and how grindy it is. If I were to give them feedback and ideas, they wouldn't listen, so I'm not even gonna bother to tell them what's wrong with their game. If they haven't realized what's wrong with their game already, then that's a big problem, but Torchlight Infinite has a ton of problems. And and those problems were made by the devs. They are problems that the developers are selling the solution to for money. That should never be the case. If there is a problem in the game, you should just fucking fix it instead of charging people for the solution. That's like me shitting in front of your house and saying, hey, I'll clean it for you. I took a dump in front of your house and I'll clean it for you if you pay me. It's the same. I can go shit in front of your front door, and if you pay me, I'll clean it. That's the same with designing games where you make inconvenience only to charge players for the solution, such as making them lose XP but charging them to revive without losing XP. such as removing stash tabs from players and charging them for the extra stash tabs. Well, not just from shooters. League of Legends and Dota are not shooters. And again, it doesn't have to be just shooters that make money from costumes. This is just because people from other genres are not willing to take a risk. Where is this door? I can't find it. There's supposed to be a door somewhere there and I can't see where. Aha, here. There we go. But yeah, it doesn't have to be a shooter game to make money from costumes. Sure, right now the games that make money from costumes are shooters mostly, and MOBAs. All types of MOBAs like arenas, assault on strifes, stuff like that. But yeah, games like that make money out of costumes, and people support those games. They're mostly PvP games, sure. But again, those games wouldn't have the same amount of people playing them if they had pay to win. So why should PvE games have pay to win when PvP only games don't have pay to win and can make money out of costumes? If PvP only games can remove the pay to win, so should PvE games. If people are not willing to pay for costumes in PvE only games, then they don't deserve playing games without pay to win, and they should just stick to playing their pay to win games if they so much like them. I don't like pay to win. I'll never support it. I don't like getting extorted for having a good time in a game and for enjoying a game with quality of life. It's just a stupid way that someone decided, hey, we can make money out of selling quality of life. Let's do it, and someone started the trend, and other people decided to follow it, because why not? How can Grim Dawn make money with just buy to play and expansions? They made enough money to be able to even start making a second different game, Final Frontier, or not Final, shit, I forgot the name. I think it was Final Frontier. Let me check. I had it open in my Firefox today because I was looking for upcoming games. Farthest Frontier. Farthest Frontier, by the way, I'm gonna show it on my screen, is from the developers of Grim Dawn, Creating Entertainment. And it is coming soon. It is coming soon. This one is coming soon on Steam. It's gonna be this year. This is from the developers of Grim Dawn, so they had enough money to keep development ongoing for several years from Grim Dawn, and now they're making a new game with the money they made from Grim Dawn. This would be a city builder kind of game. So if they can make money from a buy-to-play game with just expansions and no pay to win, then others can make it too. That's not an excuse. No, we can't make money if you don't put pay to win or if we don't sell quality of life. That's a shitty excuse. That's like saying I can't make money unless I shit in front of your house and ask you to pay me to clean it. It doesn't work that way. Let's see. Another bot. Let me quickly block this bot. RPG only updates costumes based on armor crafters. What? I don't understand this sentence. RPG only updates costumes based on armor crafters or dropped. Where is the exit? I can't find the exit. Let's see. And look at Diablo 3. It might have not been that fun in terms of endgame, and I might not enjoy Diablo 3 much in terms of endgame and itemization, but it made money just because it's a Diablo game, I guess. But it made some money, probably not that much, but at least it never had pay to win bullshit. I might not be a fan of Diablo 3, but at least it didn't have pay for convenience, pay for quality of life, and pay to win. Unlike, for example, what Diablo Immortal will have. Diablo Immortal will have. It will let you increase the drop rates and the chance of getting and in the rewards from rifting. And you can use the gems and the rewards from rifting to upgrade your let me just show you. It's gonna be better to just pull out some Diablo screenshots when talking about it. Diablo 4 where did I have the screenshots for the gems? Oh no, it was for the Diablo Immortal, yeah. In Diablo Immortal, for example, you see an item. Let me check if you actually see it on your screen. You see, this is an item, and you see, let's just go. See, this is a gem. I forgot what they call it, but let's say a legendary gem. And those legendary gems you can upgrade. In order to upgrade them, you need to get them again, if I remember correctly. And the chances and the rewards of getting those gems get increased if you pay for certain things from the cash shop. Yeah, that provides you a lot of extra stats, which is just not right. It's not right to charge players for this kind of stuff. So Diablo Immortal is the perfect example of how yet another game with a lot of good stuff about it gets ruined by bad cash shop decisions and grindiness, and designing the game in such a way where it would make you want to it would make you need the stuff that's in the cash shop. And sooner or later you would either get pissed off that you can't get the stuff you need because you don't have money, or it would make you spend money if you have the money. They're betting on people who have money, spending the money because they feel the need, and they just don't want to be bothered by not spending the money, by the things that come with not spending the money. But there are good things about Diablo Immortal, but again, I'm not gonna play it because I don't want to promote it. I don't want to support a game that has shitty cash shops. And again, as I mentioned, I don't like games that make me start over my character every season. You should be able to take your old season character and convert it to a new seasonal character, so you don't have to level it up again and gear it up again. And if there's a different seasonal mechanic, similar to how Diablo 3 does it, every season has a different mechanic, they should just apply that mechanic on the new character. And if there's leaderboards for leveling up, you should just exclude characters that have been converted from those leaderboards. Because if you want to give people the opportunity to compete who levels up in the leaderboards, obviously converted characters that are already high level should be excluded from those leaderboards and from any sort of trading. But you should consider those characters as an SSF characters that can play with others, maybe. Or even if you make it so that they can't play with others, that's still fine. If playing with others is providing others advantage, they should be able to play with other converted characters, let's put it that way. That way you're not affecting people who want to compete, who want a fair challenge with other people who are competing. You have a new character that started as level 1 this season, you can play with other people who started as level 1 this season, you can trade with others who have started as level 1 this season. But if you take a character that is max level and put it into the new season, it should be able to trade with others who did exactly the same thing, and it should be able to play with others who did the exact same thing. And it should be excluded from leaderboards. There should be no leaderboards for such characters. That way, you shouldn't have problem with people who don't want to start over enjoying your game. One of the main reasons I don't like Diablo 3 and Path of Exile is this specific thing, that I have to start over. Although with Path of Exile the biggest reason is the bad drop rates and the bad RNG and the bad chances of things like 6 linking and 6 socketing and stuff like that. But yeah, there are ways to make changes to games to make them more enjoyable, if one so wishes. I'm telling you, RPGs can make money from the costume profit model. Give me a reason why an RPG cannot make money from the costume model. You can add outfits, you can add reskins. You see, you can add a transmog system similar to the transmog system in Grim Dawn, and similar to the system in Torchlight 3. Where once you find an item you unlock that skin, and you can then put that skin on any other item of the same type. And let's say you have helmet, gloves, chest, leg, boots, shoulders. And even if you want to take it further, wrists. That's 7 different types of armor. Then you take main hand, off hand, or two-handed. That's let's say 9 total things. If you consider main hand one or two-handed the same thing and off-hand the other thing. But let's say 8, because weapons, we can just put weapons. That's 8 things you can sell costumes of. Special costumes that you cannot find in the game, that you can just buy as cosmetic visuals and that you can apply to anything. You find a good rifle, and it's legendary, but you don't like the look of that legendary, but then there's a certain skin on the store that just changes visually how this looks, and you can apply it to that. Well, you should get skins from armor upgrades. Yes, that's what I'm telling you. Take the system of Grim Dawn and Torchlight 3, where if you find a good armor, you unlock that skin. But that should be exclusive skins that are just for people who pay for those. Exclusive skins, you don't have to buy those skins, they don't give you stats, they don't change your experience, they just visually make you look like some special person who has supported the game. And you can say, hey, I've got this skin, I've supported the game, I bought skins, I'm not a full free-to-play player, and that's it. You don't get anything else other than to show off that skin. There is no advantage to this. You can still farm the best looking items for you, if you like the ones from bosses and stuff, but optionally you can buy skins to put on top of those things. I mean, Grim Dawn has that system and Torchlight has that system, where you find an item and it gets automatically unlocked into your library or whatever. Diablo has such similar system, if I'm not mistaken, where you can remodel one armor to look like another. So if a game wants to be free to play instead of buy to play, skins works. The same way Path of Exile is selling skins for skills and skins for all sorts of other things, it works. I mean, if Path of Exile can sell all sorts of skins and things, although Path of Exile sadly sells bullshit like storage tabs and what was that other thing? Fuck, it slipped my mind. But yeah, it sells more than just skins. But yeah, you can sell skins for footsteps like Torchlight Infinite. You can sell skins for skill effects like making my chain lightning red or black instead of blue, or making it purple, whatever, things like that. Making a fireball look green instead of orange. What drove the idea of gacha system is mobile games. That's what drove the whole idea of gacha system, because in mobile games people are more likely to spend, I guess. Maybe there's some sort of statistic about that. And someone saw that people are willing to pay for gacha. But what drove the idea for gacha in games is gacha in real life, because people are willing to put coins. I'm actually gonna show you, if you don't know where gacha comes. Gacha bows. Do you see? Let me show you my screen, and you know why that exists. This is what gacha, real life gacha is like. You know those machines where you put a coin and it drops a bow with a toy inside. And that's real life gacha. You put coins and you get the toy inside, and it's random what you get. And this is what actually gacha is. This is where the term comes from. So this is what gave someone the idea to put it in games. But yeah, you gotta know your facts when talking. I know what a gacha really comes from when I talk about it. And that's how it originated. Yeah, I mean, many of us remember it from the childhood. Like, for example, when you buy a pack of baseball cards or basketball cards or football cards, or when you have that album of FIFA footballers that you can get the stickers and then you can put them in places like for the World Cup and stuff. I used to collect such shit when I was a kid. I used to collect NBA cards, and I used to collect Pokemon stuff as well. I also used to collect those FIFA albums, you know, where you buy a pack of stickers, and then you have that album and you have to fill it with every single player from every single team from the World or Euro Cup. But yeah, when I was 7-8 years old, I used to collect stuff like that. And that's real life gacha, real life gambling for kids. And someone just decided to make it digital and put it in games, EA style. And that's what caused probably the idea of loot boxes in games. And I'm fine with people selling skins. I'm not fine with people selling skins in loot boxes where you can randomly get a skin instead of letting people buy the skin they want. So that's also something that needs to be made sure that you never charge people for randomness and let them buy whatever they like. If you're greedy, you would make it random. If you're greedy for money, you would make it so that people have to buy a random loot box from which they have a chance to get the skin they want. And you would make the skin, the good skins, super hard to get if you're greedy. If you're not greedy, you would just let them buy whatever they want straight away, directly. So even with skins, you can be predatory developer, even with skin systems. And Torchlight Infinite has that same thing for the skin system. For those boon skins, where you go to boons and scroll on the site, you randomly get a skin. It's a gacha as well, so yeah. The greed is strong. The greed is strong with XD games, and I gave them 5 days of testing their game, and in the end, it just doesn't work for me as a game. I can't see myself supporting that game. And again, I wish it didn't have the Torchlight name attached to it, because it's gonna tarnish the franchise name even further. Shit, I need a weapon. Okay. Let's see. What next ARPG are you looking forward to next? I don't know. It's definitely not on December. It's Diablo 4. That's what I'm looking forward to. It's not gonna be on December. I'm not even gonna bother with that one. I know I can get some views of my content and earn money by playing on December when it launches for Europe. I know the same can be said for Lost Ark, but I just don't enjoy the cash shops those games have. And I'm not gonna support a game with shitty cash shop, because then I'll be a hypocrite if I play a game and support a game with shitty predatory cash shop design. It's gonna be silly if I keep saying all that stuff that I don't like those games, and then you see me playing a game with exactly that type of stuff inside. At best, I play those games for a few days just to confirm with my own eyes how bad the cash shop stuff is. But in the case of Undecember and Lost Ark, I don't even need to play to confirm the bad cash shop stuff and the grindy XP rates and stuff like that. Because I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna play them for a few days. I'm gonna reach a certain level. I'm gonna realize how bad the XP rates are, and how bad the drop rates are, and how boring the end game is, and how limiting the end game is, and how bad the cash shop stuff is, and how you're extorted for quality of life. And then I'll rage quit and just have wasted my time. So I'm gonna hope Diablo 4 manages to satisfy the need for a good game in the genre. There is another game I'm looking forward to. Let me show you. Let me show you just a moment. Just a second. I've included it in one of my recent videos of upcoming games. It still hasn't come out. It's V-Rising. This one. I'm not sure if you know it. If you don't know it, add it to your wish list. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about with this one. So it's got housing and stuff like that, but it's a Diablo style action RPG with PvE, PvP, and open world as well. This trailer it starts slow. It's not. It should start showing the combat and battle first. That's how you make a trailer. From the beginning you catch the players with combat and battle, hook them, and then after that you showcase housing and other features like that. At least that's how I would do a good trailer. From a director's perspective, editor's perspective. If you haven't seen Gacha in Torchlight Infinite, click on Boons. Click on Boons. This is the Gacha. You pay for pets, and those pets you slot into your packed tree, and different pets give you different stats, and there's different rarities of pets, and they would give you different bonuses, better bonuses when they're legendary, obviously. And then there's gacha for costumes. The first page of Boons with the orange crystals is for pets. The second page is for skins with the purple crystals, and you have to pay real money for those, for the pets and for the crystals. You can probably farm the materials for the pets. So this is the game that I would suggest for people to add on their wish list and to follow. If they want a Diablo style game with PvE, PvP and open world. I can't guarantee it's gonna be a good game because I haven't played it, but it looks promising. It looks promising, and I included it in my video, in my upcoming Q1 videos. One of them, I'm not sure in which one. Build, hunt, my two favorite things in games: build and hunt. But in this game they mean build literally, where you build houses and stuff. So yeah, this is something I'm excited about. But what I'm looking forward to as a water game is Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I hope they don't fuck it up like Borderlands 3, and I'm just seriously hoping they don't ruin it the way they ruined Borderlands 3 with the first few updates and patches. Well, the pets are pay to win. Pets give you stats, and you put those stats in the slots of your packed skill tree to change what stats the packed skill tree gives you. And this is pay to win. If you can pay to get stats, to get better stats than someone who hasn't paid, because that other person hasn't unlocked all the pets and doesn't have the pets, it is pay to win. I mean, a free-to-play player may never even get lucky, but the same goes for the paying player. The paying player might end up getting extorted for hundreds of dollars, and because it's random, never get that legendary pet they want, which is super predatory, especially considering on a mobile game a kid might end up spending more than the kid is allowed to, just because they want that one legendary pet. First of all, they should never have charged for pets that give you stats. As for the skins, they should have allowed players to directly buy the skins they want instead of pulling them from boxes. And they do let people directly buy the skins, but in order to directly buy the skins, you need to buy the random boxes for skins. And when you buy the random boxes for skins, you get those other purple currencies, but you get them in such a tragically low rate that you need to spend thousands to be able to afford the skin you want. So it's not really small if you need 18,000 of the purple coins. And in order to get those purple coins, you need to pull 18,000 times. And every time I pull, I get one purple coin. And every pull costs $1. Good luck with that. They need to rebalance that. But again, even for the skin system, they've done it badly by allowing randomness. But the pets for me are pay to win. Stash tabs for me are pay to win in games, because they're extorting you for quality of life, and they're providing players the chance to earn more money than others because they have more stash tabs to store gear, and they have more auction house slots which you can buy and increase. That means they can trade better and more. See, if I can put 10 items in the auction house, but then there's a person who can put 30 items in the auction house, that person has an advantage. Even if the game has no competitive elements, it's just not fair. It's an unfair advantage that you should never let people pay for. Everyone should have equal footing when it comes to things like that. If it's not a skin that you can directly buy, anything else is for me pay to win. Anything but skins of any type. If it's a skin that doesn't provide stats, that's fine. Even if you can directly buy the skin, that's still not pay to win, but it's predatory, and then predatory is bad. Still haven't found hammers. In the email the developer sent me, they mentioned something about hammers and stuff. I didn't see hammers yet in this game. Maybe they're late stage stuff. And well, it's a free game, but again, it can make money from cosmetics. If players don't want to support the game by buying cosmetics, then they're the problem. They're the problem why this industry is going for pay to win. If I find a good game without pay to win that I like and enjoy playing, that's not grindy, that's not too difficult to play, and they only sell costumes, I would support them. Every month I would give them whatever money I can spare, whatever money I think it's reasonable for costumes. If a person is not willing to do that for a game they enjoy, if it's a free-to-play game without pay-to-win, then they're the problem. Because as long as there's people like that, there will be developers who take advantage of it and add bullshit stuff in their cash shops. It's just that simple. If it wasn't random, I'm gonna explain it. What does Torchlight Infinite need for me to support it? First of all, it needs to remove the storage tabs from the cash shop and give people the maximum number of storage tabs at max level. So every 10 or 20 levels, they should unlock a new storage stash tab. The same should go for the back slots. Every few levels, you should unlock extra back slots. Second, they need to remove the pets from the cash shop and let you get those materials as drops, guaranteed drops, to pull a pet after you defeat a watcher, maybe, to get one or a few, or maybe after you defeat a boss of a map to get one of those. In fact, they should just let you buy the pets you want instead of randomly pulling out of a box. They should let you buy the pet you want with materials. Whatever the drop rates of the materials is, it needs to be good. Then they need to remove the XP when you die. When you die, you shouldn't lose experience. Then they need to make respecking fully free and remove the respec items from the cash shop. And remove the items for respecking because they won't be needed, because you need to respec freely. Then they need to increase the experience rates after level 60 because they're terrible. Even with 50% extra experience from pack spirits, it was bad. Then they need to make it so that you never need to do more than 5 attentions to get a watcher, regardless of what time rank. Time rank 1 is 5, time rank 2 is 8. That shouldn't be the case. It should keep remaining to be 5. That's just some of the things they need to fix with that game to make it something I could support. There are just so many things that are wrong with the game that the list is just it's longer than the list of most games I've played recently, in terms of things that are designed in a bad way and in an annoying way. And then they need to change the crafting system. The crafting system where you have all those different hexagonal, octagonal shaped gems. I forgot what they call them. Fuchses, eaters. I think they call them eaters. You shouldn't have that many eaters. They have eater for resistances, eater for armor, eater for this, for that. That shouldn't be the case. There should be one general eater which you use for all of the crafting recipes. Because it's just too many things to grind and farm, and it's just not right that way. I mean, the game is just it's part of mobile. It's not Torchlight Infinite, it's part of mobile. This one I can't kill. It's not difficult if you're a developer and you play your own game. It's not difficult to figure out if it's fun or not. If the developers have a fetish for pay to win and pay for convenience, pay for quality of life, not convenience, because quality of life is the word that should be used to make it obvious how bad this is. and shitty experience rates again. And also they need to rebalance the game, because as I mentioned, the content becomes too difficult and you end up needing a meta build, top 1% meta build, to be able to push reasonably easy through the content after a certain point. I never had this problem with Torchlight 3. I could take the shittiest possible build. And sure, it would take me 10 times slower than the best build to play with the shittiest build, but I would still be able to push the hardest content if I felt like it. So when balancing a game and a game's content, you should always play it on the weakest possible build. You should try and make one build for testing. Where is that door? Yeah, there's just too many things wrong with Torchlight Infinite, and I'm done with it. It's just simple as that. Because they would never change the things I mentioned. I don't think even one of those things will get addressed and changed. If I were to write them a big email, they probably won't even read my email of feedback regarding all of those things. Because clearly they knew that losing experience is annoying. They clearly knew that respecking with the cost is annoying. They made respecking free until level 70. Why not make it all the time? Well, because they want to sell respects. That's why. Why make XP WOS after a certain level? Well, because they want to sell XP WOS reduction. That's why. They know it's annoying and it's a bad thing, so they let you do it, they let you avoid this until later, until when it actually matters. But yeah, no developer designs their cash shop without putting any thought into it. And that's why someone out there was greedy enough to make this decision to make such things in the cash shop, because they knew that people would feel pressured into buying those things. Oh, why is there an NPC in the safe zone? Ah, fuck. What the hell? Yeah, this is just, I'm not gonna move past this progress. No matter how many times I try, I don't think I'll be able to move past this. This game needs urgently, it urgently needs a system where you get some permanent bonuses to your HP, to your damage, to your defense, and this game has a lot of things that need to be changed in order to make it enjoyable by casual players like me. Filthy casuals won't be able to enjoy this game because it's filthy difficult, and I've enjoyed playing it for a while, but I'm doing the same thing over and over, swinging, getting hit, swinging, getting hit. I don't have any spells and skills I can use from afar. And it lacks the permanent progression that other games give you. A very good example will be on the 27th of January comes a game called Deflector. I played the demo of Deflector. Deflector has a lot of things that let you grow permanently when you die in your roguelike run and start over. It lets you unlock all sorts of different things, and that's how you do a game like this. Even games like what's its name, Into the Pit, had something that lets you grow. I did get this game for free from the developers, but again, I'm not enjoying this right now as much as I would want to. It seems like a game some people would enjoy. It's just not me. I can't enjoy this. It's too difficult for me. And there are no difficulty settings. I can't lower the difficulty to make things easier, to make it fit my skills as a player. So it's a good game if you're a good player. If you're not a good player, you have a hard time pushing past stage 4 or 5. I'll stream Broken Ranks tomorrow, by the way. Let me show you Broken Ranks. I think I might... Did I include it in the video? I think I included it in my upcoming games for January. It should have been included. Just a moment, let me scroll back to Broken Ranks, just to show you what I'll be playing tomorrow. This is launching tomorrow. This game is launching tomorrow. You can download it right now. And tomorrow you can log in. It's a massively multiplayer online game with turn-based combat. It's probably gonna have some pay to win, we'll see. Until I play the game and test it, I won't be able to tell you how the cash shop is. It's probably gonna have pay for quality of life and pay to win, and probably I won't play it for more than a few days. But I don't know about the cash shop, so I'm just gonna play it, try it, and see how it is. There's gonna be PvP as well. So if you go to brokenranks.com, you can download it from brokenranks.com, the Windows client, and install it and test it. So yeah, it seems like a very solid game. Servers for the release. This is information for the release, by the way. In my time zone, it's gonna be 18, so 6 p.m. tomorrow I can play this. Yeah, 6 p.m. my time I would be able to play this, and I will stream it, and hopefully I like it. Hopefully I like it. And yeah, if you're interested in testing it as well, brokenranks.com, you can register, you can download a client, and it shouldn't be a big update to install, and they will let people log in tomorrow. So thanks for stopping by today, and I wanted to stream for longer, but I just couldn't push through this difficulty. Keep it cool until next time, and goodbye.